Good morning, guys. Romero Loft here again from Pampanga, Philippines. And today we're going to talk about specific color modifiers and pattern modifiers. In general, we're going to talk about the grizzle factor in your Indian fantails. So grizzle is one of the most wanted, desired, and unique color patterns in the Indian fantail hobby in the Philippines right now. So everybody wants them. So what we want to do today is show you how to produce the grizzle in your loft from what you have. Okay? So remember, grizzle is an incomplete dominant factor. So all you need is one bird to produce the grizzle effect. Okay? If you pair two grizzles together, you're going to get what they call a stork or a homozygous grizzle, which is almost an all-white bird, which is something most fanciers do not want. What they want is a nice even pattern grizzle. Okay, so here in this video, we're going to show you two parts. I'm going to show you live with some of the birds that I have, and then we're going to cut away to online screen recording using the genetics calculator and how you can input specific colors and patterns into the calculator in order so that you can know what you're going to produce with the birds that you have. Okay, so in this pairing, I'm using a Andalusian grizzle cockbird. Okay, so as you can see with Andalusian, with the grizzling, it's a pattern modifier. So it modifies the pattern of the bird. It gives it splotches, speckling, freckling, whatever you want to call it, and it produces a nice, evenly patterned bird that has a lot of freckling on it. Okay, so I have him paired to a black saddle hen, and she produces really good saddles. Okay, so black times Andalusian should give me Loft here again, part 2 of the video from earlier. We're going to show you how to use the genetics calculator online so you can figure out exactly what will be the possible outcomes of the pairings that you have. In this video in particular, it's going to be about grizzles and how to make grizzles. So it's a pretty straightforward calculator, but you got to really know what you're looking for. All right, so first things you need to do is go to Google and then pop in Pigeon genetics calculator. Okay, now the first one that's going to pop up is the kipinjungle.nl. That's the calculator that we're going to be using. Okay, so click on that. And sorry for the background noise, that's my fan. It's because it's hot up in here. We're in the Philippines. All right, so when you get the Pigeon calculator up, you're going to see this screen. It might look confusing or daunting, but it's fairly easy once you know what you're looking for. So what you can see here is the screen of the calculator. In this particular screen, you see two birds left and right, and it's the standard, original, wild color blue bar. Now, blue bar is the standard wild color of any pigeon, fancy, racing, wild, native, or whatever. That's your standard color, okay? From here, there are millions of other colors. So what we're talking about in particular today is how to make the grizzle. Okay, so in the video part 1 earlier, we showed you my grizzle cock, which is an Andalusian grizzle. So what we need to do is go to the drop-down boxes above, and he is a grizzle, so you see here, grizzle. Okay, he is a typical grizzle. He's also indigo, and he's also spread, which makes him an Andalusian. Okay, so as you can see, the picture's changed, and now it's showing an Andalusian blue spread grizzle, which is my cock bird. Okay, the hen we showed you in the video is a black saddle pied. So black is a blue bar spread. She has a bald head. Oops. A bald head. And she's got the saddle pattern, which is ZZ and the Ghazi. Okay, so that's my hen. She also has a white flights, and she also has white tail. Okay, so that's the hen in my pairing. So once you plug in the proper mutation or color that you have, in this case, the grizzles that we're trying to make, all you need to do now is calculate cross. So when you hit the calculate cross on the left, it's going to show you the probabilities of what you're going to get from this pairing. As you can see here, I can get bald-headed grizzles, bald-headed Andalusian grizzles, Andalusian grizzles, Andalusians. And remember, bald head is also a dominant gene, so all I'm going to get is bald heads from this pairing. Okay? So, or what they call saddles, hopefully. Alright? So in this pairing in particular, as you can see, the ratios for females at the top, and then the ratios for females at the bottom, and then I'll give you a color summary. So you'll get percentages, approximate percentages. 12.5% of them will be Andalusian blue spread with a bald head and white flights. And then read down below, you get some males and females and what possible colors that they're going to come out. Now remember, if your birds are pure and you know the background of your birds, you can input all that information to the top to get the specific colors you want. Remember guys, a lot of people telling you genetics calculators don't work, but genetics is genetics. It's DNA, so it cannot change. So those people telling you you paired grizzle to black and you didn't get, and you got red, that's probably because your bird is masking a red color, or the bird is a split to a red, or is hiding the red gene, or what have you. So remember, DNA cannot be changed. So genetics and genetics calculators are 100% accurate as long as you know the background of your bird at least 2 generations back. Now, of course, we don't know the great-great-great-great-grandparents of our birds, so sometimes an anomaly will pop up and you'll get a bird that is totally not even close to the color that you have in your pair. That's because they have hidden genes or genes that are in their background that you cannot see visually, which we call a split. Okay? So again, in my pairing, I'm hoping to get some bald-headed Andalusian grizzles, which would be awesome. And some black spread grizzles with bald heads. Okay? Again, the genetics calculator is pretty easy once you know what you're looking for in the drop-down boxes above. Now, if you guys are still confused about the genetics calculator and how to use it, give me a shout out, drop a comment below. We'll do a more in-depth look at the genetics calculator online. Also, if you still aren't sure and you have a specific pair of birds with specific colors, comment them below. We'll see what we can do and help you with the genetics and show you how to do it with the genetics calculator, okay? So again, thanks again for watching. Arrow Loft out. Thank you.